Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Super Hostile Spellbound Caves series. Today we are going to be turning this triple spawner into a mob grinder. So I really haven't decided at all how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be a XP based collection system. That'll also obviously get me a bunch of arrows and bows. So if you're not looking to see me do that, that's all I'm going to do this episode. I'll literally cut the episode. If I finish a little bit earlier than the normal half hour, I'm going to cut it down to however long it takes for me to make that. It might take me longer, might not, I don't know. 12, okay. So the reason I put this sand block here is because I put a blaze rod in there. I wanted to know how long it would take for a blaze rod to, or how many items a blaze rod could smelt, because I know a piece of coal is 7, so it looks like that's how many a blaze rod can do. Speaking of, we are going to need some coal. Where did I get that iron from? Well, I took that diving helmet that I found at the end of the last episode, and I mined out a bunch of that iron that was down there. There's honestly like a ton. Like, we should be set. It's not like enough that we can justify like dying. Like, dying with a full suit of iron armor would still be devastating, I would say, in terms of like our ability to recover from that to the same or a better level. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think we got enough for maybe 2 or 3 sets of iron armor. I'll probably use some of that for mine carts. Maybe I'll need some pistons for what I'm gonna be making today, the mob spawner. Oh yeah, we also got the what was this called? The Rage Eater or something like that. That super diamond axe. I almost like shouldn't even have it in my inventory unless I'm like actually needing it, because it would be too goofy to risk losing that. How much do I need? I really only need 64. There's honestly like unlimited coal here. I just it'll cut down dramatically on how much time I need to spend mining trees to get charcoal, because honestly that grind is just a little bit annoying. Because you don't need that much wood, right, for regular use, but when you need wood for wood and also for torches, especially in a game like a map when you need to be lighting up everything. Like every time I like am exploring a new area, I blow through like a stack or 2 probably at least, because there are so many monster spawners that need to be deactivated. Okay, so what are we thinking? Looking at it from the side probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So I gotta think, oh boy. Let's give this axe another test. Okay, maybe we won't do that. Thanks, buddy. So the axe is good. The axe is very good. Okay. Since I'll be in this area for a decent amount, I think it's a good idea to light up all the areas they can probably spawn, just to sort of minimize the amount of time spent being destroyed. Let's see. Let's make an easier way to get up there. If I remember right, there was a chest up there as well. I don't remember what was in that chest. Okay, I haven't even opened it. It appears. Of course! That always seems to be happening. Okay, so let's see. What are we thinking here? How did I get up here? I want to look at it from the side so I can kind of lay it out. So we got 3 skelly spawners. I'd like to preserve the glass that's in the wall right there. So I think I'm going to make it, and I'm probably going to have to build a platform down a little bit, so that'll probably be the first thing I do. Oh. Ignore that, please. So I need to... So with a mob grinder, there are probably 3 stages. First one's complete, which is sort of neutralize the area, make sure nothing's as I say it. Make sure nothing's going to be bugging me while I'm doing it. Second thing is a collection consolidation system, right? So all the skeletons that do spawn are going to be consolidated into one specific point, and then the next one would be the method of killing them, right? So I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to, well, you know, I don't actually need to elevate them as high as I normally would, because I can just drop them down, I suppose. Would that work? I should probably juice them up a little bit at least, but I won't need to do that very high. And I'll use signs in water. I believe that's how you have to do it at these ones. I don't think soul sand works, and even if it did, I don't know how I would get it. All right, so we're gonna get started now. I'll make the platform. So the spawners are what, like 3 blocks above this bottom block, roughly. I mean, I don't really care about being too exact here, but in order, and I don't really care about maximizing it as well, right? Maximizing efficiency so much. I mean, obviously it's a consideration, but I'm not going to go out of my way for it as much, because it just won't be as necessary, given that it's going to be an AFK farm. So even if it's operating a little bit less efficiently, I'll still be getting like a ton of items. It's basically just a function of time, right? However much items I get. So no problems there. Okay, so we'll make this platform. We'll make the framework of this platform. This is where the water is going to be. I go all the way. I've gone 2. I guess I should see where the center spawner is and just dig a hole down there. I also am going to have to be careful, because these skeleton spawners will just go wild once I if they can, because there's 3 of them, so that can really put me out real quick. Okay, so here's the middle one. I guess I'll mark the I should put a block underneath them maybe, so I can see very clearly where they are. Three spawners, wow, that's quite a bit. So there should be a point pretty far away. Yeah, I can stand here and all 3 of them are activated. So that's probably where I'll put the standing point. I'll probably make a glass wall here maybe, so that this is where I can stop, and I'll use the other glass window as well. And the other alternative would be to flip it and have the consolidation like kill point on this side. Maybe like literally right here would be kind of cool looking. Could just drop right in. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, because then I'll be using this actual building. That'd be cool. Okay, so if I want to do that, it doesn't matter which way they flow then, so I can still have them get collected here, lifted up, over, dead, right? That would just make it take a little bit more to start up, but the steady state would still be the same, right? Okay, this is a problem. We're going to have to empty our inventory. Inventory management, one of the most important things, especially for a game like this, or a map like this. Okay. Okay. Signs are actually going to come in useful now, finally. I don't need really any of that. I don't need that. That. Probably don't need that. Alright, we'll keep these consolidated so I can take that. Alright, let's get, I should have also done this earlier. I don't know why I didn't. I should have this iron smelting. Alright, 8 minutes in and we've made very little measurable process. I'll pick this up. So I got 12 with one of those, blaze rods, by the way. Okay, so we'll want this to go, let's go back down below. Okay, so we'll probably want it to go out a little bit actually as well. I'll just do that. I'm going to be running low on building blocks. Brick. Well, let's think. Since I'm going to be running low on building blocks, I think I'm going to make this one go up a little bit, so that I don't have to hit the corner, right? Because this is going to be the kind of like a water stop barrier, and then the platform will be like one lower. So this shouldn't mess with their spawning too much. I think if I'm 1, 2, 3, yeah, should probably do about the same the other way. This will probably be good, I think. So again, this is just to catch the water. So this will probably end up having to be 2 blocks high to make sure that even worst case they can't get out still. And I probably should be lighting it up because I think they can spawn down here. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that they probably can. Okay. Okay. We need more blocks. No worries. I think we got a bunch somewhere around here. And there definitely have been building block chests. Let's just get rid of that. Oh man, this axe does it for me, honestly. This axe is amazing. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Where am I gonna get blocks? I can go back and get. I'll go to a block run maybe and get blocks. I'll take the cart there, and then I'll also grab the enchantment table maybe. I think that would be a good idea. So any non-essentials should probably stay to maximize the space I'll have. Okay, well, I'll be carrying books anyways. Don't need the strength. Don't need the knockback if I've got the rage biter or whatever. Probably won't need that. Okay. Should I also? Oh, nice. Should I also perhaps get some more bread while I'm there? I really don't. This might be just like a super long, a long video. We can just hang out and talk, I guess. We can catch up. You know, how you guys doing? It's been a while since I've seen your lovely faces. You know, due to the quarantine. I know we always love doing those meet and greets and hanging out and stuff, but haven't quite been able to do them as much. All right, let's see how this thing goes. Yeah. Still spawning over there, huh? Okay, let's think. Where would blocks be? I should check the chests that are in there, but I don't think there are any. We took the cobblestone that was in that one, I believe, so there shouldn't be anything left there. There was a chest we just passed. I'll check these ones though. I made it so that the powered rails are intentionally like pretty spaced out there, so that it's well, I should probably leave that because I don't want to leave myself without the ability to make stone tools. Man, we haven't been to the Victory Monument in a while. That's embarrassing. Okay, maybe I'll leave. Maybe I'll make an extra minecart and leave it there. Thank God they fixed the Wait, can you guys hear game sounds? Oh, there's just no sound for the minecart. What in the world? That's really throwing me off, because in the new version it's like obnoxiously loud. Okay, let's see. Is this going to shoot me off the end, do you think? Yep. Okay. Easy to fix, easy to stop. Let's, I think if I... Well, I don't want to. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so our mission here is blocks and enchantment table. We got to stay, keep our head in the game, you know? Okay, what should we take? I mean, I guess I'll just bring them, because I doubt I would need them again here. Glass, definitely. I'm not about to like build a house at the spawn anymore. Yeah, since I'm bringing the enchantment table, I probably better bring it. I really don't need any of this stuff anymore. Iron bars, no, probably not, to be honest. So this stuff is special enchanting stuff. I'll make another minecart so I can leave one here. And then let's go get that enchanting table. Let's see. Do I need wood? Well, let's just do a test real quick. I don't know if anyone else is just itching to see how fast this thing is. Oh, baby. Yeah, that's amazing. Hopefully we get a sapling. Oof. Otherwise, a bit of OCD might flare up. We'll see. Back when coal was like 2 blocks in the wall. Okay, what do we got here? Building blocks? No. Any in here? Decent stack. Take that. Not like mossy stone is useful for literally anything other than building. Okay, now let's see. I think this will pick up if I hit it with this. Nice. Okay, I was actually a little worried there. And then these should drop the appropriate amount of books, but not the wood. Yep. So we should have the same amount of books that were initially there. Sad to take it from here, but it's got to happen. Now, I was watching some of my old footage back, and I realized there's sort of a difference. Because when I'm watching this, I'm playing the game in like 60 frames per second or something. Like, it's insane. How do I see that even? Maybe I can't see that in this. F3 probably does it. Yeah, I'm playing in 489 frames per second. That's insane. But when I render it, for some reason, it doesn't come out like that. If anybody knows, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to fix the issue for this in this episode, obviously. But okay, if I'm bringing this, I'll bring it all. I'll leave that though. It's gonna take extra space, you know. Don't really need that stuff. It's not really worth taking up the inventory slot. Yeah, okay. I think we should be good. So I'll leave one of these. Okay, I have to remember I don't have armor right now. So I'll put that one there. And I'll get in this one. Take me out of here. Come on, buddy. Okay, we actually have an issue here. Okay, we actually have a really big issue. Ah! Because I don't want to reset my spawn, right? That would just suck. And I couldn't reset my spawn anyways, I guess. Listen here, buddy. Okay, how are we going to do this? Should I just climb up there and then hop on it? I just don't want to risk it, you know? And I see there's a creeper. Yeah, we're going to have to climb. Luckily, I lit up that area decently well. Yeah, at this point, since we're going to be making this farm, I really don't have any urge or any desire or need to save arrows anymore, so I'm just going to be a lot more liberal with shooting those. What time is it? 17 minutes in? Okay. So we got the enchantment table, we got the books, we got a couple more blocks. Oh my god, did you guys see that creeper on the right side of the screen like a second ago? What in the world is that? Okay, hopefully there's not going to be... Because the most annoying thing, right, would be if a creeper ended up being here and he blew on us. On the tracks. Because then they don't, like, 100% of the blocks they destroy don't, like, stay. So we'd be down, like, some tracks, and that would just be... Okay, I'm trying to think. Did we have... In here, wasn't there a building blocks chest? Ooh, look at this. This is cool. No. That's some light. That could be, I mean, useful. And you know what's crazy? We're taking the signs. Oh, that's actually going to be huge. That's going to save so much effort. Yeah, that was just music. We have so many left. This is insane, actually. Can I make a flint and steel? Tell me there's flint in just one of these. I want to see if I can burn these. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out maybe this episode if I get the chance. Next time I get the chance, I'll figure it out. I realize now that the trees are probably getting in the way of some of the glowstone light, and I really don't want to risk. Come on, baby. Get me there. I swear there were more building blocks, but I don't know where they would be. I can't remember. Here, we'll check here, though. Nope. Should I go check that one? It'd be a pretty big time saver if there did end up being some, so I will. Oh my god, I'm moving the mouse a little too fast. Maybe if I turn down my sensitivity, the motion will be a little bit smoother. Yeah, so I did take it all. I'm just going to get rid of the chest. Take it. So I don't ever experience that distraction, that horrible, despicable distraction again. Oopsie daisy, and we should be back on the track here. So this one is also empty. Yeah, we'll take that one. Okay. And then, man, the minecart, you know, it was kind of a pain, but talk about a quality of life improvement, you know. Okay, not really any building blocks here. We'll do one more check in here. Otherwise, I'm just going to take them from here. Nice, 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 nice. Did I not? I don't know where I put the other ones. The other iron. So there weren't building blocks here, were there? No, there's some. We'll be good. Where should I put the enchantment table? I don't know, but I definitely don't need it on me right now. That would just be the worst to lose. Books, and then wood for the wood cases, for the bookcases. Okay, I think we should be good to go. I think we should have everything we need. So we got sandstone. We'll make a bucket before we get down there. What happened to those signs? Oh, here they are. Because those are actually extremely valuable now. What's better than one bucket? 2 buckets, always. Always want 2 buckets, because then you can make the infinite water source. Okay, let's get the water. Now, the water mechanics are not as good in this game mode, or this game version, as they are in the newer versions of Minecraft. Looks like the bucket graphics are different as well. Okay, back to where we were. All we really gained from that was the enchantment table, because most of the building blocks we had are actually just here. So at this point you can probably get the idea of how I'm trying to lay this out, right? This is just going to be a platform with flowing water on it, and in theory the skeletons will spawn, just fall right down into it. Oh god. Or I'll fall into it. Maybe I should do the iron armor now, because this is just rough. It's tough just taking so much damage, you know? Like, that was something that, like, if I was fully suited up would damage me, like, not even comparably to that. You know what I also should have done? I should have brought some seeds, because I believe in consolidation being one of the best ways to maximize efficiency, right? And so if there's a thing here, which would be the skeleton farm, that's going to require time to run, it makes sense to put other things that require time, right? Like a tree farm or a wheat farm, or if you got bees or something in the newer versions, that's good to put someplace like that. Or an iron farm, which we can't make. That's where you basically set it up so the villagers are getting scared constantly, and so it just continues to spawn iron golems to protect themselves. Okay. Let's make a little way down. And yep, okay, so yeah, I think if I do it here, we'll be good. Pretty symmetrical. I don't think it'll matter that there's that there, because I think I'm going to try and make the water flow so that it pushes them towards the center. Now, 3 skeleton spawners. This thing is going to pump out XP. Like, this thing is, we're going to be doing max level. Oh no, I hope max level is still 30 in this version. It could be lower than that though. Or higher than that. I remember when enchanting first came out, it was 50 levels for a maximum enchant, and that would take forever. But they made it easier for some reason. I mean, it shouldn't be complaining, obviously. Maybe I'll make them out of these. That'd probably be good. Can I place them on the top? But does that matter, actually? I don't think that'll matter for this, because their feet will maybe be a little lower, but the water, I think, will not. We can do a chest real quick. We're going to have to pick it up real quick, otherwise it's going to knock our torches. Not the worst thing. Yeah, so the water flow will still flow on top of this, so this should still work. The only issue would be that it would give like a thing for their feet to catch on. I really hope that doesn't become an issue. I kind of hope it. I don't think it will be. We'll see. You never see spawners built like this. Probably for a good reason, because it's gonna be annoying. But I should probably start on this end, I guess, because then if I do run out of these half slabs, I won't have to make more. And if I start on the back and then have to use full blocks in the front, they're gonna catch their feet on it. So this will just minimize the chances of like a extremely annoying thing like that happening. I made a thing in my on my other channel for kind of the server that my friends and I play on, called it Cow World, and that was one of the things that really was annoying. Even like the fences, they updated the hitbox in the newer versions of the game. I love that I'm like talking as though I'm like talking back in time. Like, of course you guys are not in the past, you guys are in the future with me, so you guys are aware. Well, probably not actually. I guess this is sort of like an extremely niche nerdy thing to know, but they changed the hitboxes of fences, so now they're more accurate to what they look like. So they're not a constant, they're not like a rectangular hitbox anymore. They're like a series of rectangles with varying widths, which is not really an issue in any capacity unless you're trying to float cows a couple hundred feet off the ground. Because then they always got caught on the edges of those paths. You know, it's quite, I think it requires a certain type of sociopath to be good at being a YouTuber, because when you're talking to yourself for this long, it's kind of weird. It's like, it's tough to do. And so I think the people that can come across as like extremely genuine while they're doing it are fucking nuts. Like, those people are, it's scary. It's scary. A person that can do that is like a freak of nature who like can fake human connection. I don't know. Personal opinion. Personal opinion, all YouTubers are sociopaths. Take it to the bank. No! See, now I did it in half slabs for a little bit of it, so I gotta do it in all. Okay. I think there are half slabs for this. Yeah, okay. Okay. Checkmate, everybody. I think we are good to go. Now we just got to figure out how to consolidate. So we need to keep in mind the water will flow just right off there. Right, so something to consider. 27 minutes. Wow. I actually thought there was a chance I could get this done quicker than that. Okay, so if I put water there and I put water there, this should be a source block. Yeah, okay. So I guess I don't know for sure. See, you look at the lines and this essentially represents the velocity vector or the force vector that would be on the mobs. So we want to make sure there are none that are going to be pointing towards like a dead end, right? So we don't want like any stagnation points. So this looks actually pretty good. Crap, I might have to raise up the back a little bit because I definitely don't want to come back and lower the front, right? Let's think. Tricksy. See, this would be easier because what I'm doing right now is like additive building, right? So I'm putting blocks in. So if I was doing subtractive building where I was underground, it'd be easy because I would just lower it here. But now I have to think: would it be easier to raise this side or lower this side? That's a tough question. I could also, oh my god, I could also use pressure plates or I don't know if fence gates are in the game in this version, or signs. Signs are generally the best in my opinion, to block the flow, and then but then that would introduce like a random chance, you know, I guess a latency issue would be the best way to call it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raise the back. I don't think the decision is terribly important. It might limit spawning a little bit, but I don't think it'll be to any significant degree. Are we gonna actually be short on blocks? We might actually be short on blocks still. Okay, so there definitely won't be water there, so we should be good to put a torch there. Let's see. Let's think. Let's think, you know. Let's see if we can get ourselves a brain blast. So water is a little bit smart. It will find the path to lowest. Like if I left that there, no, it would still, because it's also short-sighted, so it won't like plan ahead. So what do I need this to do? I need it to get all the way there. Let's do a more controlled test here. This is, since I don't remember all the rules, this is often how I end up having to figure these things out. So how far will one go? I think it's like 8 blocks or something. Yep. Okay. So we would want it to be like that, like right in the center, which I think would be a little perhaps unreasonable to ask that. So will this go all the way? That will actually go all the way. Okay, that actually changes things, because now I could, oh wow, now I'm tempted to just do full source blocks along the back. They get pushed up here, and then there will be a secondary trench that gets them and pushes them to the center. Okay, yeah, no, that could work, because I think it won't even go any further. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see what that would look like. And then once they're consolidated in the center, we shoot them up. Yeah? That's the GP. Sounds good to me. That will mean we'll probably have to get rid of this and put it... I don't know how much the skeletons float, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know if they're going to get their feet caught here as the water pushes them along. Because I auto-step over it, so I don't know if they will as well. Okay. How far does that put us to center? Let's just get rid of that source. So we pick them up on the end here. Yeah, look, we're already at 32. So this is probably just gonna be a long episode. That's fine. I don't mind. I would expect basically 0 people in the entire world, myself included, to watch every minute of this video. I feel very fortunate that I'm not in a place in my life where I rely on YouTube revenue, so I don't need to like ask for people to like and subscribe and stuff, because it just honestly it's not like a critical factor in my life, right? I'll leave that source block, whatever, for now. So this consolidates to 2. That could be consolidated even further to 1 if I did what? How would I do that? If I dropped it down 1 more, it would be consolidated. I could consolidate to 1 extremely easily. That might be what I have to do. Okay, we'll do that. I'll only have to do it on one side. Which side should I lean it towards? I think I'm going to lean it towards... Doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. So the water comes in. I have to remember those are count as full blocks. Comes in, comes down. We'll make it go down. Okay. We'll try... So we need this to be the high block, that to be the low block. Yeah, okay, this should work. So we'll need this to still be a border. That counts as border. I don't think water can bust through that. Actually, I don't think I even need to complete the box there. So, source block. Yeah, this should work. We are going to have to replace some of these blocks though, which is a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Okay. Let's see. Block, and then one. So they should, at the end of it, all be consolidated. How many times can you say consolidated in a single video, my dude? But they'll be consolidated here, and I'll shoot a path that way. That's what I'll do here. That is the GP. Let's see, how can I guess I can just do this for now. Because it's difficult to place on the underside of blocks. Let me up! Okay. Might knock some torches. Now, see, that's what I was talking about, how water's smart. It didn't, instead of expanding everywhere, it just went there. Minecraft, smart water. Okay, can I not? Okay. And that'll work. So if I put a source block there, it should flow that way. We might have issues with that, with like the water trying to guess where it should go. Sort of like what you see that source block doing back there, but I don't think so. So does that do it? Nope, that's okay, because now it's adjustable. Oh, I see what the issue is. Perfect. Okay, so skeleton comes in, and they'll get swept away. This is just kind of annoying. Yeah, let's see. So I think I'm gonna have to get rid of these and replace them with slabs, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Plus, if anything, that's a more efficient way to build. Now let's see. So I will need what? I will need to extend that all the way out. Yeah. These railings are no longer necessary. Yeah, okay. So we are going to need... honestly, we really don't need... What am I trying to say here? Yeah, we won't need these here anymore. Well, we won't need them in the back, because we'll be putting blocks on top. So this is be the drop, which honestly wouldn't be a bad idea to do with half slabs. So I will do that with half slabs. So we'll just have to wipe out all this. In the spirit of not having to go make an actual mine shaft. Okay. Okay. I hope this, you know, my favorite Minecraft YouTuber, the only one that I've actually watched through the years, because, you know, when you're a stupid little 12-year-old, you'll really watch anything. Not that those were not that the people I watched were necessarily like bad garbage creators, but like there are many, right? But there's still one that I'll still watch after all these years. His name is Ethos Lab is his YouTube channel. I would recommend watching his videos. He just, because it's not about the content, it's sort of about the mindset you're injecting into your like psyche, you know, for me. And the dude's just such a positive, happy, like he never talks about negative issues. It's like he's completely doesn't even, I mean, I'm sure he's aware that like drama exists in the world, but like he just doesn't even acknowledge it ever. It's like, it's nice to be able to go and see, have a place that you can just waste some time and not have to be bothered by things like that. And that's what this place is for me. I'd like to share it with somebody, if anybody... Actually, I guess I can't even necessarily say that I would like to share it with somebody. Because it really doesn't matter, you know? The existence of you, like, is not a factor in the equation. Because I'm doing this all before I would ever even know if anybody would watch. It's just talking to nobody. Skeleton spawner's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna go crazy making a skeleton spawner. Honestly, the coronavirus is gonna drive people crazy. This quarantine. It's just people are just generally social, I'd say. myself definitely included in that. So if I put these here, that'll count as that full block. Okay, and then I'll just fill this back. And I think I should have definitely the perfect amount of slabs because I'm literally just raising the level below up. Actually, maybe I won't because I'm covering this back row now. What in the world happened to all the stone? My daft. My daft. What am I doing here? Are you fucking daft, lad? So we'll prioritize the front and we'll do the back and the full slabs. That sounds like the game plan. That sounds like the play. Loss. What is loss? This is loss. It's kind of funny leaving this open. Funny decision. Okay, let's see. Another one. So this is actually gonna like really juice us because we're gonna have all this iron. I don't even want it in my inventory. The thought of losing it is actually like too much to bear. Because that really isn't like unlimited iron in the slightest. Not even in the slightest. I mean, I would expect to die and lose all my things a couple times. Okay, and I think there were some blocks that fell. But I think if I knock this row back, we'll be good to go. Might not even have to drop down to get those. Oh, we're gonna be like a block shy. That's tough. There they are. Okay, I was like, come on. Alright, we should be good to go. Out of torches, not a fan. Actually, wood probably is the more valuable resource, and I'm pretty sure I had torches in a chest, so we'll check first. Try and be a little more cognizant of those resources. Okay. I see you. Sorry for whipping the mouse around too much, too. I realized when the frame rate on the viewer side is a little bit worse than the frame rate that I'm experiencing. I realized that probably doesn't come. That's probably not as great to watch. Okay, so let's dump that in there. Why am I carrying a diamond chest plate? What a goof. Okay, so we've got these, What do I need? Torches, that's what I'm looking for. I'm having a bit of a forgetful day, if you can't tell. Really, we're gonna have a thunderstorm. I had a bit of a night with my housemate last night, and still a bit fuzzy from the night. Okay. Let's see here. And I suppose we're gonna have to knock out all those blocks anyway, so those are blocks that we should count on as having as a resource. So this is going to be, on top of these sandstone blocks, is going to be where water source blocks are going to be. Okay. Did the thunder just go away, or did the soundbite just stop? Because that was like an abrupt cutoff. Okay, and we should be just about done. We're going to need to make some way to keep them in, I suppose. We got to contain them, which can be done with a railing. I think just extending this out all the way should do just fine. Okay. enough. Let's just go make it right now. Should have been keeping track. Normally, if I was at like peak operating brain power, I'd be like actually paying attention to how many blocks I just placed in order to figure out how many I need, but alas, we are not operating at peak brain power right now. Gosh, I just don't want to use the wood. You know, fences might not be a bad idea, but come on, building blocks, building blocks, building blocks. Can I make half slabs using these? I don't know. How many more building blocks will I need? Am I gonna have to... I just don't want to dip into the wood, but now I have this axe, so I really... doesn't matter as much. No, we'll need that for the bookshelves, 100%. So it's either... I might start chipping away at the blocks that we're gonna have to mine out anyways. Yeah, that's the plan. Can I place torches directly on these? That would be the best, probably, solution. So really, basically all of this is coming out, right? Even, no, that one will stay. Okay. Which is definitely not the most efficient. Like, we definitely would want it to be a couple blocks over, but with 3 skeleton spawners and an AFK, it's just sort of like, who cares? You know, we'll get more than we need. Even operating at like 10% efficiency. Okay, so confirmed drop down location. So I'll just mine the blocks that I know for a fact are gonna have to get cut. Which would be anything above the... Oh, wow, so... Look at that, it is a little off-center. I guess that had to happen, didn't it? Oh, we'll get these center ones first. Probably talk about something during these times, you know. If I'm gonna record it, what is this, a tutorial? No way. There's definitely better ways to do it. There's better, you know, give some advice. You know, I'd like for it to be at a point where people can gain something from the videos. You know, why do you watch, right? Are you just wasting your time? Why would you watch? There should be a reason. I feel like if you're gonna do me the service of watching my video, I should do you the service of making it worth it. What service would I provide? What would you hope to gain? Oh wow. These guys are antsy. Let's see. Okay, so we do need to replace this with slabs as well, don't we? Okay. Well, we should be able to do that with these blocks we just mined. So you're starting to see the idea here, I think. Probably don't need that many, but 36 couldn't hurt. I'll keep these for the tower that I'm gonna need to build. Okay, railing. So we did the railing just right from the top. And they obviously can't fit through that gap, so no big deal. Okay, got that box checked. Now we gotta replace this lip because I just expect it would cause problems. That lip around the edge, though, on the other hand, will not cause many problems, right? Because they're never going to get caught off on it. If you're looking at the force vector from the water, it would never push them into a spot where they'd get caught on that. Okay. Is this going to be an issue for water? This probably would be, wouldn't it? So we're gonna have to deal with that. Because the source block would be there. Yeah, well, I have these extra, so that should do it. I don't think it'll be an issue after that. Okay, now let's see. I'm worried now we gotta care about the fringe cases, which would be these edges. So hopefully it stops right there and does not mess with the water flow. Oh, we made a mistake. What's our mistake? Oh, yes. I forget that these count as essentially full blocks. Okay. So it looks like that's exactly what we want. What would be next? Should I fill in the water or should I wait a little bit? I think I'll wait until everything's done, just because building with water can be a bit of a pain. In case I need to change anything, you know? Trying to decide if this needs to be pushed back a little bit further. I think it does. This is gonna make some scaly spawn though. Regrettably. Yep. I will slaughter so many of your descendants. And then I'm definitely gonna have to take it back, obviously, up until here. I suppose I should just knock this out, right? Hey, it's coming together, actually. 51 minutes. This is gonna be a very long YouTube video. Okay, we gotta figure out the food deal. I'm not gonna die here with this axe in my hand. Where was the food? There was food in this one, I believe. That'll do for now, and that'll do for later. Okay. I almost enjoy playing Minecraft and doing things like this more than taking on the actual dungeons themselves sometimes. Sometimes. Certainly not all the time, but sometimes I do. So this will be a hard wall. Sort of mirroring the other side, just not as symmetric. Okay. Is that far enough back? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, right? It's gotta be. Because I'm not about to move this whole lip back. I don't think they'd be able to spawn on the other side of a glass wall if I put one there. And then maybe the catch chamber will be just right there. Yeah, so let's see. So they'll come through here. There will be a water stream here that'll push them. We'll make that now. So that's going to come out. Doesn't have to go out far, and I'll probably use a sign. I'll probably be heavy on the signs here. So this is going to be water, so it's got to be a catch. Doesn't have to go out too far. Oh, this should be fine. Now I got to remember, how does the water thing work? I think it's like... How does it work? Is it every other block a source block, or do I have to do the source block sign, source block sign, source block sign? I think I have to do the source block sign thing. Unnecessary. Unnecessary protrusion. So what I mean by that is I'll make the up thing here. And this can have glowstone in it. This should have glowstone in it because it'll just look cooler. I think there was glowstone somewhere. some in here. Yes. Might not even need those half slabs. We'll see. I suppose I could build this wall up a little bit because this is gonna go up. Okay, I'll lower this one so it's easy to get up for me. Okay, do the same thing over here. So that's this line. Yep. Don't spawn on me. And it goes all the way to there. Okay. Just in the interest of symmetry. And then, should I do glass blocks here maybe? I won't go all the way because I might still end up messing with the center part a little bit. I go 3, 4, go 5, 6. Yeah, because I might end up putting like a collection type thing right here. Okay, so now they'll flow over there, they'll flow in here. Okay, so how far do they have to drop to only have like a couple hearts or health left? Anybody got an answer to that question? So rude of you not to answer. Oh, I suppose we'll also need a block path there. Okay, and then should I be placing the signs? I guess I'll have to figure out how exactly to do the sign thing. So there will be a sign there. No, I'll put a sign there. Water block there, right? That's what we'll try first. Thank God for these stacks of signs. I'm sure he just did it as like a lazy type thing, but it turned out to be very nice for me. So it's going to be like that, and then up the way like that. And then I think the mechanic that will make these things go up is the mechanic that they just swim, you know, their swimming mechanic when they okay, so how does this need to be? That would need to be like that. Now we just need to get the water. Would it be worth it to put an infinite source block down here? It might be. It's a nightmare. Source block on the top or the bottom? We'll do it on the bottom. We'll do it right here. I gotta think. Man, I am fuzzier than I thought. Whoa, that's cool. I suppose I can put it back here. Might be a bit of a pain just to go back and forth, but we'll see. It's only a one-time thing. Now let's make sure that that works. So I'm a skelly. Come in. Yeah, I think that will work. Wow, this might be the most annoying way I could have decided to do it in terms of the water source block. But, desperate times. Okay. So we are there. I guess I'll put a mossy one there just to get it out of my inventory. Not going to use that for anything. So if I am going to drop them right there, that would mean that this has to go up like 20-something blocks. Maybe I should place the signs as I'm doing it. Oh, buddy. Guess we'll do another water run. Yeah, no, if this is going to be 20 blocks, we're putting a source block thing here. There's no way. It would just be... It's just too much work to, to go all the way back. How to do it. How to do it. How to do it. Let's actually just do the square. I was going to do an L. That would be just unnecessary. Sorry, scratching my ear. My hair's getting a bit long from the quarantine. Since I haven't been able to get my hair cut for a while. Sometimes I worry that this virus is gonna take out basically all small businesses because they won't be able to survive very well, I don't think. It's just gonna deplete their resources, and I worry that that's gonna leave a vacuum for you know, businesses that have the resources to survive, and it'll take the small businesses longer to get back into the game. And I worry that yeah, we'll live in a world just ruled by Walmarts, and I feel like that's just a bit dystopian. But you never know. Oh, down we go. It's okay. That is okay. Perhaps I'll get better at being a YouTube commentator with time. Perhaps. Perhaps. Out of this. Down we go. More water, more water. Yeah, I think putting the source blocks here should have been a no-brainer. Oh, an hour and 2 minutes. My goodness. Yeah, this is definitely the type of video you'd click through. This is definitely the type of video I'd click through. Probably. Unless I was somebody curious about how to build something like this in a different version of Minecraft than the current one. So yeah, I'd say probably there's nobody watching. It's okay. Okay, we need more blocks. How are we gonna get more blocks? Where are we gonna get more blocks from? I think there were some over there at that other chest. I actually will go check. Is this even faster? Yeah, it's a little bit faster. So this one I think just had minecart stuff in it. Yep. But the intersection's just right here, so we shall see. We shall see. I love getting weird on the internet. Yeah, there we are. I was gonna say I thought there were, but I wasn't 100%. No food though. What a jerk. Yeah, not just seeing things. I really didn't have any food. Well, I guess I'll give to the needy. Okay. So how's this thing looking from a distance? Not too bad. Just a random assortment of blocks. Were there any blocks in there? I don't think that there were. I think that was a... Were there though? Was that just a food and stone tools chest that was right there? Or what was that? Where? Oh, here it is. We're gonna get rid of it. Soiled it. Okay. We are getting there, lads and ladies. So we're gonna have to probably take that. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 between maybe. So yeah, we're gonna have to take it a little bit higher. That's okay. See, this is why I would expect not many people to watch this episode. And I'm trying to keep it all consolidated into one episode in case anybody did want to know how I did it. They could see. Now, if this doesn't work, we're calling it. I'm not going to make another one, most likely. I would, I would probably not make it so they take the fall damage. I would just make it so that they get consolidated and I kill them. Which would probably still work just fine. You know, don't get me wrong. 4, 5, 6 per. So 6, that means a stack will get us about 10 up. I should have been doing the signs. So we might be okay. The only downside is like if I fall right now, I'm toast. But my spawn's not that far now. So I'll do this whole stack of those blocks, and then frick, we're getting really we're getting spread a little thin here in terms of resources. And you know what's gonna suck? I guarantee we're just gonna find some somewhere. You know, this is an example of a task that is not like scalable. It takes like more time as you go on further through it because of the travel time, right? And this is actually a type of problem that software designers encounter quite a bit. If you're like with part sorting or with file sorting, that's sort of the most common example, I would say. Search algorithms, you know, they don't scale very well, or at least not the ones that an unskilled coder would write. Okay. And more water. And back up. If this thing doesn't work and I like accidentally remembered it wrong or something somehow, that would be a major bummer. Honestly, I think it would have been probably a good investment to make another bucket or two, because that would cut this time down by a pretty substantial amount, right? Half as many trips at like 10 seconds a trip. That would do it. One minute and 10, or 1 hour and 10 seconds. This is quite a commitment. But it's going to take so long to process, I'm going to get some very high quality studying done while this one's processing. Generally, it gives me about 20-25 minutes for every half-hour recording to like study or, you know, work out or whatever I want to do, or work on whatever. This'll this'll push that a little bit. And I don't know if that's one of those issues that doesn't scale very well. Maybe I think it does scale pretty linearly. Video processing in terms of length, but okay, so let's think. So we need our top block. Where do we need our top block to be? We would need our top block. Where would we need our top block to be? Why is this a stumper? Because we need it to end with a flow that way, right? So I would think we would want it to be there, but then what happens if they come up there? Can I put an upside down staircase maybe as like an angle so that they pop up and get pushed? Or because this would be a pinch point, right? That's what I'm thinking. How should this go? You know, I bet if I put a source block like right there, it might still flow over. I think it would. That's what I'll try. Alright, so I'm choosing this to be as high as it is. And then I'll lower the depth point if necessary. So if I'm gonna try and put the source block there, I'll keep this extended straight. Yeah. Hallelujah. We're just gonna use wood. Don't care. So how far does it go? That's sort of an important thing to know. I now know that if you fall from that high, can you make this in sandstone? You can. I will. Might have been a mistake to do that. Because that was a lot of sand blocks wasted, but no regrets. How many levels did I just lose? I guess that's another sort of irrelevant question because my stuff definitely fell down too, didn't it? I just need to make sure I get that axe. But now we know, if you fall into one block of water, it does not keep you safe. Yeah, it's not everything. No way. Okay. But how far did my items fall? Not there. Where's my scuba helmet? There's some glass over there. Good lord, it's like I just die and I'm like a loot pinata. That's a thing VECHS actually made. The guy that made this map, he has a thing that he made called a loot pinata. I watched when I actually decided I was going to play this map, I was perusing through his old videos and I saw one of the things he was designing for one of his maps. I don't know if it was before or after this one, but so like I don't know if it would be in this map or not, but it's a loot pinata. It's like a chicken activated proximity mine. So if you get too close, it'll explode like 6 or 7 chests. Okay. I think I might have picked up everything. I don't think I had any torches. I think I was being dumb not having torches. I guess I can just make some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is how get a stack of 64. Hey, that was not bad. It was bad. I probably should just stop the video and just do it without having the recording going, because I don't think anybody's watching this and I think it's just gonna take time to process. It's just Forrest makes small talk with himself. Or Frosty makes, you know what I'm saying. Doesn't even matter because nobody's gonna watch. Come on now, Tars. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Answers the question. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't destroy my tracks. Come on, buddy. Really? I have nobody to blame but myself as I make the problem worse and worse. Okay, here. Frick, if this thing hits and takes out those torches, I'm actually gonna have some skeletons down there. Let's think. How can I... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. Do that. Drop down. That. Oh no, how am I gonna block up this hole I made? At this point, any damage the water's gonna do has been done. Could use slabs, I suppose. Not a big deal. Is that what I wanted? No, I don't think so. That's more what I wanted. Nope. That's what I wanted. Now we're cooking. These will need railings. Gosh, you know, I might just make it out of wood. I know I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm just going to make it out of wood. I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. Don't care. Skeleton spawns, shoots me, I die. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? We're just getting sidetracked. Wait, where are the fences or the signs? I didn't use them all, did I? Ugh, they're probably gone if they were there at all. Blocks. Yeah, whatever. I'll use wood. It is as it must be. Could use wool. Yeah, we'll just use wood. We'll just finish her up. I'm not like I'm honestly getting a little bored of this, and I'm getting ready to, despite what I said literally earlier this episode, I'm like getting ready to. I mean, I got to study today, first of all, and second of all, I'm getting a little ready to get more adventure in. Okay, so let's think. This flows in, this flows in. I don't see any reason this wouldn't work, because they come in and their head will be in the top block, which would hopefully push them up. Then they swim up, 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 and up, and they pop out here. I don't think they'd be able to get out there. They'll just slowly be pushed along. Should definitely not have low health while doing this. Clearly I cannot be trusted. Okay, let's not bugger that up again. Come on, what in the... I'm at the end of my rope, buddy. I don't want any of your shenanigans. Take this wood. To waste that wood. I can't believe that. Okay, so the shift... And I was holding shift the whole time, so I must have floated like the water must have lifted me a little bit off, which canceled the shift's effect. The crouch effect. Yes, yes, creepers, I see you. I'll kill you and let your friend mourn the loss for the rest of his existence. That's what you deserve, you silly creeper. At least everything's nice in a little pile. Oh no, maybe it's not. Where is the axe? There it is. The #1 priority. The axe. Okay, well, let's see. We got wood. We'll build it out of wood. I don't really... I'm getting to the point where I just don't care as much. Bucket. We're missing a bucket. Where's the bucket? Sometimes you can't see him when you're looking at him straight up and down. Where is the bucket? Actually, is it possible it fell under the water and isn't being pushed somehow? Actually, where's the bucket? I don't know if there's any way it could have fallen down there. Torches too. No, torches are here. One bucket. Where's two bucket? Oh, here it is. I was gonna say, what in the world? Maybe I should check here. Do you think anything could have fallen here? I'll just check. Just to be safe, you know? Of course there's not. This is an episode of wasting time. This episode is a waste of time. If you are watching this, I am sorry. I'm sorry in advance. Okay. Got that. Oh, buddy. Maybe I'll name a memorial after that skeleton. The unnamed soldier. Okay, let's get back up there. We'll do it out of wood. Don't care. Don't care, we're doing it out of wood. How are we gonna... What action can we take to make sure that we don't have to, die again like that? I'll block off the water behind me before I start doing shift. That's the action we'll take to change our desired outcome. Yeah? Water blocked. Maybe it's because it's a half slab. It is because it's a half slab. Well, no more half slabs then, buddy. Half slabs blew it. Okay, so we need it to go down. Where did we need it to go down at? Right there is where we needed it to go down. Okay. And then we're probably going to need it to descend once more. Hopefully it doesn't land on a spawner when that does happen. Okay, is that too far? I think it probably is. That's okay. Yep. That's just about perfect. So we'll need it to go down a block. And then we'll block off the water again. That block is no longer needed, but we'll see if we can keep it. And that'll do, I think. So where will this one take us? Why is there a... Oh, okay. I was like, why is there a double decline there? Double down step. Yeah, so wherever this one ends is where we'll drop them. Easy there, boy. Did this axe just blast through that? Is that what just happened? That's crazy. Okay. Actually, we'll do a glowstone here. Now we just need the railings, and she should be done. She should be complete. This will be my pride and joy of the server, or of the... Look at that. It drops like perfectly as well. Which is almost imperfect. That's almost not what we want. Oh well, we'll make it work. He says. So I think it'll be more efficient to make the railings if I must do it out of wood. this type of wood. Now we want to make sure that they can't get out here. I don't think they can, but yeah, sometimes water does that weird hop thing. What in the world? Pickaxe, huh? Pickaxe is the tool for the wooden half slab, eh? Okay, and then this railing will need to be like this. It's testing me. It's definitely testing me. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. Of course, instead of doing any like counting or calculating, I'll just say hopefully. We'll go one extra. It will not be. That should be. Okay. So they'll come up here. I don't know how many. Let's think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would need to be done up here while I'm up here. I don't really care how it looks, honestly. Yep. There it is. Some people just never learn. So they'll drop them right here. And we'll catch them. We'll make that out of glass, actually. Getting permanent, mighty permanent decisions for a guy without, oh, I probably need to make a tube for him to fall down, don't I? Well, I can't use glowstone here. This is torture, not having blocks. Like, I totally should just go mine. But it just sucks to mine. When I know I'm going to find another chest with just like 1,000,000 cobblestone. So that tube will go up. Yeah, I will have to make that tube completed before I can say that this is gonna work. So what are the steps? There'll need to be a little wall there, which I can probably do out of glass panes. Tube needs to go up. Water source blocks, we're done. Okay. We'll keep our head in the game. And we'll think. Dumb. We are not thinking by doing that. We'll go this way. Was there any blocks I could use down here? Wood. That. We'll make it work. We'll just make it work. An hour and a half. It definitely could have been done faster too. I'm just really yeah, not as focused as normal today. At least I got Minecraft music to help. Okay. We'll make the rest of the shaft just out of wood. And once we get up here, I think it'll be fine to do some glowstoning. Maybe even a bit of glass. Supplies are running dangerously low, but that should be done. Retaining wall. GTG. Should I do that out of glass? Glass panes, maybe? I don't think that we'd have to worry too much about them spawning on the little nib that'll be out. I think that'll be enough for a 2 tall window. If we can place them. Okay, and I think we should be just about ready. Trying to think about what else. Where else could they could escape here maybe. So probably should block it off. That'll do. And then maybe they could escape here. So this will need a sort of a anti-escaping border. That probably will definitely need a border. And we should be good. What block shortage? What are you talking about? I don't even... Oh god, I definitely need to be eating. There's... I'm like signing myself up for like suicide right now if I don't eat. Where can I find food? Please, Poppy, please. If I must, I must. Okay. So they spawn, they fall down. Not really any way for them to escape. I honestly think we might be about good to go, but I'm going to wait for my health to get up. I might even take a regen potion with me. I'm honestly that worried. Because I just don't have armor, you know? Like, it goes down, it goes down. There's nothing I can do. So I need to do what? I need to... Let's think. Maybe I'll attach all the torches to that bottom block. Put all the water out. And then I can knock... Yeah, okay. We'll do the water. Because the thing is, I have to get all the torches out before I get in here. Yeah, this is going to be really, really tricky. Complete the water. Okay. Water flow is good. See, that's what I meant by like complicated water things. But it doesn't appear that it'll be an issue. This, on the other hand, might be. Watch that fuck the whole thing up. It actually might have. We'll get rid of this. No! I'm so sick and tired of the shift click thing. We'll reset that. We'll do this one first. Give him a torch to look at. So we'll need one there. That one looks good. And we'll need one more here. And then what else? Is that it? Are we primed? Should we send it? I think we should send it. So what torches? 1, 2, and the ones that are up top. And then these blocks, which we'll take out. I should probably put half slabs on top of them. But I'm not gonna right now. I'll do that from the top side. Alright, so it begins. Maybe I won't need it. We used it. Okay. Let me hit it. We'll get it from top side. This is too much for right now. No! This is actually really bad. Because I can't... Yes, help me, brother. Let me out! Ah. We'll hit that one from top side. Okay. Now. What are we dealing with here? I guess I don't need that light in there, but I do need this top wall lit so that they're not spawning on it. Oh, they're dying. It's too tall. Oh, those might have been ones that I hit, so we'll wait a sec longer. Oh, I missed a torch. Wow. Think I'll be able to get it? Ha ha ha. I don't fear you anymore. Okay, so this one survived. 3, 4. And I can pick up all items. If I stand there, I'll probably get shot. If I stand here, I might still get shot. So let's see. Are they flowing alright? Looks like they got a bit of an issue there, but I feel like that'll get figured out. Like, as more and more of them come. Yeah, see, so they can still spawn on the top, but I don't know if I put a half slab there, that wouldn't matter. But I honestly don't really care that much about that. Is there the sword thing where you can do the splash damage in this? Otherwise, I'm probably about to end this video in 1 hour and 40 minutes. I need to study. No, but there was a stone sword back here. Let's just see. I mean, because I can just always click them like that, right? Don't you shoot me off. Let's check if you can do that. Is he shooting me from in there? Oh, I hate that I can't place him on the top. Because I'm for sure going to get knocked off a couple of times. So do they all survive with this much health, or what's the deal here? Like if I lower it a half slab, are they gonna... Am I gonna get a better result? Why are they... See, it appears they're going up. I don't want to have to go up there and inspect to make sure there's no, like, jam. Because that can happen. There could be like a pinch point or something where they just sort of clog themselves over time. I have to raise this wall a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see, this is still quite a bit of health. So we'll try one more down. Yeah. Yep. Trixie, Trixie. One of them falls now. He's going down to oblivion. Can't use that. So we'll try using that. So 3 hits still. 2 hits. Let's see the next one. Hecka XP already though. See, I'm seeing so many more go in than I feel like I'm seeing come out. So I'm wondering if there's, see how they're kind of jiggling right there and they're not going very well? I'm wondering if there's something up there. Why do they keep coming down in groups as well? Why is it not just like a more steady trickle? Come on, buddies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe some of them take damage when they spawn and fall. Could be. Regardless, I'm going to try lowering it to be a... They're literally free right now. They're just too silly gooses to realize it. Yes, silly gooses. Might be that I'm the silly goose right now. Gotta figure out some way to heal. Can't even sprint. Okay, we'll need some half slabs is the issue. It's the ish. Probably should have just done that out of cobblestone. Okay, at this point it's not even like a game anymore. Let's get a round of applause for Forrest, who managed to get himself killed by contained skeletons in his own mob grinder. After doing something that probably could have been done in half an hour in an hour and 45 minutes. Checking stuff, bit ADHD. Is that a skeleton outside of... That's gonna be a problem. So clearly, still got some kinks. See, how the heck did that sword get all the way over there? Okay, buddies. It's time to stop. I don't think that thing went down. As long as I have my axe, I don't even care. Zombie flesh in the meat slot. Okay, so we got that. I'll build with that. We should be good. So they're still surviving just fine right there. Is sort of the takeaway. So maybe, and does the sword thing work? Combat update thing. Wow, there's really nothing here. Could be worth it to drop down for all that stuff, but I don't really think so. But I must. Hits myself in the foot. Instant death. We say no to uncontrolled spawning. Okay, where I needed to place a block down here. That's the real reason I came. Inefficient. Permanently gonna be raining down here too. Twang, 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 twang. Gets shot off. Now, is there still a mob limit? Like how? Come on, buddy. No, it doesn't appear as though the so splash potions would really be the thing that we want. I don't know how to make potions that do the splash damage of harming though, or whatever. Or healing, I guess, for the undead. Okay, so let's see. I lower it down one more half block. Are they gonna die? So that's what one more block would look like. Can they shoot me through here, you know? Got questions on the mind. See, so there must be some point where they're getting pinched up. If we were to count the ones that are going in, and count the ones that are going out. I mean, unless they're just getting stuck there for a while. So it appears as though they still have a kick to them. Well, that's as low as we can go. Otherwise, we're going to have to change everything. And that's just not going to happen. No siree. Yes, yes. Infighting. We love infighting. So if that's where I want it, then I'd want to be able to get down here. Don't you break on me, buddy. Yeah, I suppose I could put a glass block there. And just let them... Well, I could put a half slab there, I suppose, if they're still coming down with health, and that's the issue we're trying to solve. Okay. Put a little staircase, maybe. Don't break. And don't spawn out here, buddies. One, two, three. 2, 3. So 3 for some. We'll try the half slab. We'll just see. Okay. Oh, an almost 2-hour video of making a spawner. How boring. Definitely something that is only going up so people could click through if they wanted to see how I made a specific part or something, I suppose. I would doubt. If I tried to communicate anything of actual significance during this, I think it would most likely never hit anyone. Hit anyone's eardrums, so I'll just stand here while I have the... till I heal. Because if I start whacking them again, it's gonna take down your hunger. You'll probably notice that when I'm fighting them, I'll be hungry all the time. But if I stand still, I don't think I even lose any hunger. I don't know about looking around. But healing takes away hunger, I suppose, so... Okay, now let's see. What do I need here? There we go, we did it! Hey, not bad. Now what should I use? Glass panes, maybe? Well, if I go down even one more... Are they going to be able to shoot me? If I'm like down right here? Yep. Oh, only as they come in. Maybe. One hit, one kill, baby. I'd say this is a win. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about items that go that way. That's fine. I'll still get the majority of them. So yeah, there we go. I think that'll do. Should I set her up for an AFK right now? Because if I'm here, all of them are going to be going. Maybe I'll pretty it up later, but right now this recording's pretty long. You see the gist of it if you were somebody that was watching. If you were somebody that was watching. Man, this thing really is going to pump them out, though, with 3 spawners so close in constant activity. That's awesome. Alright, well, I'm going to end the recording there. This is going to take forever to upload, but it'll give me a good amount of time to, yeah, see now what's going on. It's recording in 12 frames per second. Maybe it's because it's dropping frames. I'll figure it out. We'll see. Alright, take care. Hope you enjoyed. Next episode we'll be back to actually playing the game. Or trying to get through this map. Alright,